Hey guys, so Dragon Ball Legends has been tweeting out a bunch of these feedback updates sort of periodically since we had the reveal last week. Remember, they had that little short video that came out and they were like, hey, we're going to be sort of trickle feeding in a bunch of different updates that are going to be releasing. And it looks like the update's actually going to be this week. So we should have a pretty significant update this week. I imagine it will probably end up being an app version update, which would, of course, mean that the entire game will be down for maintenance on reset day. And we've gotten, some decent amount of update information here sort of thrown at us on social media. But I haven't really felt that any of this really deserved like its own dedicated video yet until we got this. This is probably... I actually have no idea how big this will be. But just to be safe, I will go ahead and cover this anyway. And then we'll sort of go through the rest of the updates as well, just so that I have everything condensed into this one video. I imagine they probably will have other updates tomorrow, because we have tomorrow, and then the update will be the following day. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So this is the third one, update info number 3. We have new upgrade system Arts Boost. What is Arts Boost? A new upgrade system for characters. So right off the bat, this sounds like it's obviously for existing characters. So you're not like, it's not like you're boosting like brand new units. I mean, I guess you have to pull them, right? So you have to own the characters and then you could boost up or power them up in some way. There are 3 different types of Arts Boosts. There's Strike, Blast, and Special. And I love how they messed up the icon. Obviously, the blast is supposed to be where the special is, right? They reversed it. The blue card is supposed to be on the right, and the yellow one is supposed to be in the middle. Classic Legends. They have to mess something up every single tweet. Okay. So like ultimates aren't able to get boosted. Awakened arts cards aren't able to get boosted. Green cards aren't able to get boosted. Use items to increase each of them up to grade 99. Higher grades have higher bonuses. So this is very ambiguous right now. There's not really much we can deduce just from the wording on this like image here on this tweet. So it says use items to increase each of them to grade 99. Now I'm very, very scared. very, very scared. This game is already literally as probably the biggest spender in this game just ever. I can completely and confidently tell you guys this is a very pay to win game, extraordinarily pay to win. If they depending on how this works and depending on how much of an influence these buffs have on like the outcome of PvP matches, of matches, fights, stuff like that, because these require items to increase each of the arts boosts for these arts cards. Like, they could very easily start selling these in the shop. Like honestly, what if they just are exclusively for the shop? It's possible. Would you guys be surprised if they just created a new system, the Arts Boost system, and the only way to power up your arts cards were to buy packs in the shop? Would you be surprised? I would not be surprised. I don't think that's what this is going to be. I think what'll probably happen is these items will be fairly scarce. Maybe they'll be like PvP rewards. Maybe they'll be like Legends ranking rewards, Tournament of Power rewards, stuff like that. I don't think you'll be able... I mean, depending on how this is structured, I don't think you'll be able to just grind these out. But then they'll supplement that with purchasable packs from the shop. I don't know. We'll see. And then higher grades have higher bonuses. So up to 99. That's a pretty big number. All right, then it says higher grades also come with higher heavy attack capabilities. So what is the heavy attack? When a heavy attack occurs, you'll deal even more damage than normal. But then it says heavy attacks will not occur in raiding matches and other PvP content. So let me just quickly distinguish these two things. So we have arts boosts, and then we have heavy attacks. These are separate mechanics. Arts boost is separate from heavy attack. It specifically says heavy attacks will not occur in raiding matches in PvP. So we don't have to worry about this in PvP. This to me sounds like a way for them to, I guess, increase the interactivity of PvE content, which I think is good. PvE is very boring and very stale. I actually hate PvE in this game. So any way that they can sort of spice up or make PvE more interesting, I'm all for that. So don't really have to worry about this in PvP, but I think the arts boost mechanic, the arts boost system, probably will have an impact on PvP, but maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't talk about the arts boost system not occurring in PvP, so we'll see. So what I think will happen is this probably will have an impact in PvP. So now we have another sort of layer for each character to worry about. What is the arts boost grade of your character, I guess? Arts Boost is a new long-term upgrade system for characters. Steadily work your way to the max grade of 99. And they actually did make a separate tweet under this where they said the exact same thing. They're like, it's not meant to be done all at once, blah, 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 blah. Which is funny because that's... A lot of times this game releases like systems and stuff like this where it takes a lot of time to like get these characters to the maximum. Like I remember when the Zenkai system, the classic example is when the Zenkai system first released, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna take forever." Because if you didn't, if you weren't playing back then, even if you were able to get a character to Zenkai 7, like let's just say for example, the Green Beerus was one of the first 3 Zenkai Awakenings in the game. So I paid, obviously, to get Beerus to Zenkai 7. Took like 20,000 CC back in the day. It wasn't great. And then it took literally months to get these Zenkai souls that you needed to fully soul boost them. And their philosophy on the Zenkai system back in the day was, this is not something that you're supposed to do right away. This is supposed to be something that you're working up towards. And we want you to be playing the game and grinding out this new system. So it looks like this is a very similar philosophy that they're taking towards this arts boost system here. It's not something that you're meant to do all at once, and it will probably take a long time to get up to 99 in terms of your arts grade. I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's just playing the game a lot. Like I saw some people comparing this to like the Dokkan Link leveling system, but because it specifically says that you have to use items to increase the grade, this to me more so just sounds like it'll be something that's time gated. Like you're only able to grind a certain amount of items per day or something like that. And then maybe they'll put some items in the shop that you can buy from packs as well. Is probably how this is going to work. So that's really the main thing that I wanted to show for this, because this is potentially something that could have a pretty significant impact on the game depending on how people are going to be leveling up their arts boosts, right? So again, just to summarize, it looks like the heavy attack mechanic will not be in PvE at all, it will not be in PvP at all. It will strictly be a PvE mechanic. So not really anything to worry about here. Honestly, probably is a good change overall, because anything that makes PvE more interesting, I'm for that. But the arts boost system, this looks like, at least initially, that this may have some kind of impact on PvP. So we will keep our eyes on this and take a closer look once we get the actual update released this Wednesday. Well, for me, Wednesday. All right, let's quickly go through some of the other changes that we have. So we have co-op matchmaking time reduced from 30 to 15 seconds. I don't know why that wasn't just automatically in the game. Like, why is it set to 30? Like, why isn't it just set to where as soon as you find somebody to match with, it just puts you in? Like, why does it have to be 30 or 15? Like, I don't understand that. Items added to Great Dual Coin Exchange. Yeah, Great Dual Coins are kind of useless. Like, you get like erasers with them, and that's it. There's nothing else you can get with these, pretty much. Titles and other items will be added. That's fine, good. This is like the biggest question mark for me. Soul Exchange medals shown at the top. The Soul Exchange medal exchange will now be at the top when checking how to get certain items. Okay. I mean, sure, that's a fine change, but is that really something you have to announce on a, like, are they proud of this? Like, it's very, very weird. All right, next we have reduced cost for Equipment Awakening. This is probably the best thing that they've shown so far in terms of just these like little quick updates here. Equipment Awakening is very strenuous. It's really annoying to, you know, conserve resources appropriately. So the fact that they're reducing the cost to awaken equipment is very good. We'll see how much they actually do end up reducing the cost, but I don't know how much this is going to go down, because remember, there is a currency now that allows you to purchase these fragments, right? We have the equipment, what was it, fragment metals, And specifically, they created a pack in the shop, unlimited purchasable amount of times to get fragment metals. So I don't know how generous they're going to be with this. We'll see. Adjustments to bonus battle Super Zenny. Earn more Zenny from bonus battle Super Zenny. Always nice. I actually am somebody that spends a lot of skip tickets and energy on this Zenny stage because of the fact that rerolling equipment does take a lot of Zenny for some reason. I don't know why it takes so much. Honestly, it probably takes a little bit too much Zenny, but that's fine. Then we have the Rocket Booster. Limit increased. Going on adventures and training has never been easier. The daily limit for rocket boosters and adventures and training will be increased. Training goes to no limit, which is fine. I mean, I don't know anybody that's like straining to train their units up using this rocket booster. Adventures goes from 10 to 30, which I think is fine. I mean, when I was grinding for rank 1 in Legends ranking, it was mandatory to do your 10 rocket boost skips per day. So now I guess if we're trying to go for rank 1, you're going to have to do 30 per day, which is a lot. That adds up to a lot of Z2 medals. It's a lot. So this is fine, though. It makes it easier for people who like want to complete and get the adventure currency faster, maybe the missions. Maybe you don't have enough time to complete the missions in time unless you use these tickets. It's a fine change. I don't really have an issue with that. Then we have a battle lecture. This is not really an update. I guess it is an update to the game, huh? Watch an example, then follow the on-screen prompts to learn the correct timing in battle. So this is kind of just like a tutorial, like an updated tutorial of how to play the game. Learn a variety of techniques such as how to connect combos, switch characters effectively, use rising rushes, and much more. This is interesting. So to me, this actually sounds like they're teaching you how to charge step. Clear conditions. Perform a successful Blast Arts key charge combo. Right? It sounds like they're actually teaching you how to charge step. Here are some of the benefits. You can continue your combo while also recovering a lot of ki. Now, not only will it be easier to land the next attack, but you'll also have more attack options as well after an arts cancel. Like that actually looks pretty informative. Like a lot of beginners would not know how to charge step. There was a time, like back in the day, when people first started charge stepping in this game, where people actually legitimately thought that charge stepping was an exploit. Like there are people that actually thought that. And it wasn't like an insignificant amount of people. There were a decent amount of people that were like, "Oh, this is not intended. This is going to get patched out. This is it's a bug. It's an exploit. Whatever." So, I guess now that they're officially recognizing this as a technique that you're supposed to use, like that's interesting. So I actually kind of am looking forward to seeing what other stuff they teach in here, because this could be good, and it helps new players understand like what to do and what not to do in the game, I think. So depending on how well this is structured, this could be pretty good. I think this is a good addition to the game for sure for like newer players. We have a profile card update. Make your own profile card in game, customize them by obtaining frames and backgrounds. So it looks like this is basically going to be what Dokkan has, which is the like profile. I think that's what they call it in that game too. So they're both called profiles, which is cool, right? You have your title here, you have whatever your name is here, your total account power level goes here, I guess. Guild, Legends ranking, and then favorite tag, play style, I guess what is this? Like your favorite team or something, and then your friend code goes here. It's cool. I mean, it's not nothing too crazy. I think that's cool. I think this is like this is something you could like. This would probably be a lot better if the friend system in this game was better, right? Because right now, the only time I ever use the friend system ever is if I wanted to co-op with somebody to farm the equipment. That's really the only reason why I ever use the friend system. And I imagine this profile card is basically like really something that's only going to be accessible through viewing someone's like on your friends list. Maybe we'll see how they implement this, but this is a good addition, I think. And then we have this, which is what they just tweeted out. Update number 4: see drop bonuses more clearly. Bonuses to drop rates and drop amounts will now be displayed separately. Sure. I don't think this really matters. And the funny thing about this as well is that they already mentioned that they're actually going to remove these souls. I'm going to pull up the news thing up here. Yeah, here we go. Because there are some additional updates that we have in the in-game news that we don't have on Twitter here. So this is what I'm talking about: the discontinuation of event character souls. To make it easier to strengthen event characters, character-specific souls that were required to soul boost certain characters will be eliminated. Character-specific souls you own can be exchanged for another item at the recycle center. So it's basically like they're basically irrelevant items now. So you can probably exchange them for, like, I don't know, Zenny or whatever. Ultra characters will continue to require character-specific souls for soul boosting. Okay, actually, never mind, because these are ultra characters. Oh, I guess, yeah, this is an ultra character, and he's getting ultra souls here, so it makes sense. Great dual coin exchange shop. Okay, we already saw this. We saw this already too. Equipment awakening costs. We already saw this as well. And then it looks like they're going to be adjusting the Legends Welcome and Legends Comeback summon lineup. So if you're somebody who just joins the game, it looks like they're going to update and renew the featured units that are on this Legends Welcome banner. And same thing for if you're coming back after a break. There's going to be a better lineup of characters on the Comeback banner as well. So that's pretty much going to summarize everything that they've talked about so far. Again, I think maybe tomorrow they will do another drop of final announcements for the updates, but there's probably going to be a bunch of changes that they haven't announced too, because this seems to be like the yearly decently big update coming in terms of like an app update. But again, this to me seems like the most interesting thing, the arts boost system. So again, when the update hits in 2 days, we will see how significant that is for the game. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of the arts boost system? What are you hoping from it? I actually, again, as somebody who is probably the biggest spender in the game, like in the world, hopefully it's not too pay to play. Hopefully it's not too pay to win, because the game is already pay to win enough, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You know, maybe there are other people who don't think so, but I don't know. We'll see. Regardless, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the next one.